Well, it's definitely not dead because the Hasidic communities are speaking it and they're not going to stop speaking it. And I think a lot of secular or non-Hasidic people kind of disregard that and they only look at Yiddish as like as this secular kind of diasporic nationalistic language. And so when they talk about Yiddish being dead, they never, it's like Yiddish is dead except that the Hasidics talk it. Well, then it's not really dead because people are talking it. It's just not the people that you ideologically want to talk it. As for the people who we want to ideologically speak it, it's a problem. I mean, we've spoken to some people over the past 2 months here, and it doesn't look very promising. I don't think that there's going to be a renaissance of Yiddish speakers and that that's going to be people's day-to-day language. Even, I mean, Steiner students, I mean, regardless of all the other people, but the 20 or so people who study here every year are not discoursing, like their main language of discourse is still English. And I doubt most of them will continue to speak, well, they might continue to speak it, but not with their family, and they're not going to be breeding the new generation of native Yiddish speakers. But I do feel that it's a way to get connected to and have access to the texts and the history and the culture. And that history and culture is still very much alive. And I think the culture, more than the language, has had such a strong renaissance and is so strong these days. I mean, so many people, regardless of religion or ethnicity or whatever, are so interested in like klezmer music and all those things that that part of it is very much alive. And the few of us who are lucky enough to have the language skills have slightly deeper connection and understanding of it, which is awesome.